Things are made, from suitcases to ice creams and everything in between. Prepare to be amazed. Watching ice cream bars being made is almost as fun as eating them. In one smooth motion, the ice cream is sliced to size while a paddle stick is seamlessly inserted. Onto the production line, these identical ice creams are then dipped into liquid chocolate to coat them in a delicious cracking shell. Finally, they're packaged and sent your way. No, this isn't a wizard's luggage factory, but the process of wrapping these suitcases does look kinda magical. In reality, it's being pushed from beneath and vacuum sealed to create the textured wrap. Building a house used to take months. Now, thanks to 3D printing, one can be built from the ground up in just 24 hours. Using a downloaded design and a crane system that extrudes concrete, a full house appears in no time. No, this isn't the factory where 2000's Justin Timberlake's hair's made. This is a ramen cup noodle production plant, the place where the staple diet of every college student comes to fruition. The whole process from baking the noodles in set portions to adding the many different condiments, it's all done in this one factory.
Spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
You know those tiny decorative ribbons you put on top of birthday presents? Well, they're also made in a factory. You can watch the whole ribbon form right in front of your very eyes. At this donut factory, almost everything is done by hand, from mixing and kneading the dough to cutting out portions and deep frying the result. From there, it's either a trip to be glazed or dipped in one of many different toppings on offer. I hope the police officers are hungry.
Tasty.
Toilet paper rolls always start out much longer before having to be cut to size. For most people, it's safety first, making sure their hands are clear of the saw blade. Then there's this lady, who obviously wants to knock off early on Friday. All LEGO characters start off as a series of blank yellow heads, but every head needs a face, torso, arms, and legs before they can be shipped out. The whole process creates tens of thousands of LEGO men and women every day. In this factory, hundreds of perfect portions of puff pastry dough are produced every minute. They even use lasers to track the dough along the conveyor belt. If you'd asked me to describe how fine china bowls are painted, I would have never imagined this thing. It doesn't look like it should work, but it definitely does. Rather than braiding hundreds of feet of cheese by hand, this oddly satisfying machine does it all for you. 3 tubes constantly tumble over each other to create the perfect pattern. Applying powder coat to metals is a job that looks like a lot of fun. A quick dip, roll, and shake in the powder, and you've got a brand new green coat of paint. No paintbrush or paint required. People used to spend hours hand-wrapping parcels of meat into pasta pouches for your favorite ravioli. These days, an automated production process pumps out perfect pieces every time. Creating long sheets of chicken wire fencing involves a massively complex system of spinning wire spools, a large roller, and constant twisting to get the perfect chain-link fence. This pasta factory setup makes it easy to cut long strands quickly and all at the same length. All you need is a pair of scissors and a good sense of timing. But be careful, if you're not quick enough or you stop paying attention, there could be a spaghetti jam. This super intelligent fish grading system sorts all incoming fish by weight. Once a certain weight is reached, an arm swings open and collects the right fish into a basket. Stonewashing your jeans is so last decade. These days, high-powered lasers can create realistic stenciled designs in just seconds. This hay bale wrapper can lift, spin, and shrink wrap large bales way quicker than any farmer ever could. I just wouldn't want to see it accidentally picking up a cow. You might be surprised to learn that every plastic bottle starts off as a much smaller piece of hardened plastic before being stretched out and shaped into the design we all know and love. These bottles are then cleaned and filled with water before lids are attached and labels stuck on. This sorting process may look random, but it's a very highly tuned dance of conveyor belts that know exactly where to deliver the different packages to their respective boxes.